the story wasn't adding up. And so I changed my mind on it. I was like, yeah, something doesn't feel right. And I'm glad I caught on and I changed my mind really quick.
Hello. Happy Valentine's Day.
And yes, Sapphire and Cray Cray was trying to play us both at the same time. And what I'm seeing is they called me memes joined.
Okay, what we're going to do, I don't have a whole lot of time because my Valentine's Day celebration starts tomorrow. But, Mckeena, this is what happened. Cray Cray ended up on my telephone today after I told her never to contact me again and leave my family alone. She's all had her panties in a wad ever since I said that she was collecting money for Jennifer Hoffman and that they lied about CPS coming to Jennifer Hoffman's house. Well, you know, I've been blamed for just about everything on the face of the earth, so it really doesn't surprise me what Mckeena does next, or anybody else does next. But what happened on that is this. Mckeena was on a live one day, and Cray Cray came into that live saying that CPS was at Jen Hoffman's house. Before that, Mckeena had said to us that Tammy Craycraft was trying to collect money for Jennifer Hoffman because she was having a bad time. Well, of course, I didn't give money. I don't know who gave money. Don't really care who gave money. But then fast forward, Mckeena's on that live. Tammy Craycraft comes in and says that. Then me and Pam questioned it, like, what? CPS is at her house. Well, then the truth came out that CPS was not at their house, at Jennifer Hoffman's house, and that really, when Mckeena called her, she was in a parking lot with a flat tire, and more of a reason why Tammy Craycraft was trying to get money for Jennifer Hoffman. So the whole CPS thing was a lie. Then they backtracked and tried to say it wasn't CPS. It was, or Tammy Craycraft tried to backtrack and say it wasn't CPS. It was the authorities. So what the hell ever. I don't give a shit. But again, I'm sick of everybody trying to say I do this and do that. And so what I have done, and it's very easy, Mckeena, all you have to do is open your Facebook Messenger. There's not this big, I got to have time to do it. I got to find it. It's not hard. So some of this starts on like November 2nd. The time frame is very important. Pam, I don't even think you've seen these. And if Blair's around, get her in here. She hasn't seen any of this. But I'm going to start here on this Tammy Craycraft stuff. And then I'm going to also go all the way back because I heard Pam's video wherein Pam talked about that page ending up in her inbox that early that morning. Well, it ended up in mine too. And I'll show my responses and show how it didn't make sense to me either. Now, everybody remembers they have heard Karen Materna is interfering in Don McKenna's case. Karen Materna has called and said she's an attorney in Utah. Don McKenna has even gone as far as to say she heard recordings of me from her police department, and I was not involved in any of that with Blair until McKenna said that. Because guess what? You're not going to run around here and continue your psycho bullshit and lie. Period. Um, so right here we start on November the 2nd. This is just me and Mckeena. Just me and Mckeena. Hold on 1 second. Let me load some more. 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 1 second. Okay. And I was sending Mckeena screenshots of Tammy Craycraft talking about the whole, and this was later now. You have to understand this was in November after they did this a couple months earlier, trying to get money for Jennifer Hoffman. Let me back up some. And so I went into a video of Tammy Craycraft and I questioned Tammy Craycraft about why she lied and said that why she lied and said that CPS was at Jennifer Hoffman's house and all of that. Let me see where we are right here on the second. Okay, so this is when Mckeena said that she had every conversation between her and Hoffman and Cray Cray all recorded. Okay, so I'm gonna show y'all my inbox. This is Don Mckeena, and we'll start right here on the second and see how that just spins. I say it won't play, it just spins. She says, well, shit. I say, well, shit is right. And she says, trying to think of a way for you to hear it. What she is trying to play me is Cray Cray and Hoffman's big scheme of how they were trying to collect all this money, saying that Hoffman needed it and CPS came to Hoffman's house and they made the whole thing up. That's what she was trying to play me.
Where is Sapphire from? What state is she in? Do we know if it's a one-party or a two-party state for recording?
Now she's trying to figure out which one she can play of the recordings that she recorded everybody. And then she says, does anyone know also, anyone, she didn't even know she's only in a chat with me. Does anyone know also about Hoffman or Cray Cray being in a one-party or two-party states? And I said, I meant, isn't she? But I said, isn't she? It's in Tennessee near Tracy or Kentucky. Not sure which state, but it's right there. Could be either one. And I said, what recording is it?
I have a couple. One's with me and Sapphire. And then I have a couple with, I have one with Cray Cray, Jen, and me. And then there's another one, I believe it's just me and Jen Hoffman.
Okay.
And then I've got another one with Blair, but I can't put it all out because there is personal shit in there in reference to my kids. So I got to take out the parts where my kids' personal stuff is in there. So, yeah.
Okay. So then I say, remember when Cray Cray was collecting money for Hoffman? And I have to tell y'all, I do this for a living. So therefore, I was playing Mckeena. Like, tell me you remember that. Because she's the one that told us in the other chat that that's exactly what Cray Cray was doing with Hoffman. Hold on, I'm trying to play this.
Yeah, I remember that I just don't remember what state it was.
She says she remembers that. I say, what Sapphire State? It's either Kentucky or Tennessee. I don't know where Hoffman lives, but they lied. CPS didn't come to Hoffman's house.
Okay, so Sapphire's okay. I can play hers. I know Cray Cray's okay. I can do hers. So I just need to find out from somebody where Hoffman lives to double check that one.
And then I said, like they said that day, meaning on the video, that they were lying. And then Mckeena says, yeah, I know. Sorry, I'm not good at this. Yeah, I know. I found out a few days ago. And I said, I did too. And questioned her. Watch this. Let me find the video I questioned her in, talking about Cray Cray. And she says, okay. And I said, see if you got it. It's all going through. I had to split up the video.
I don't think I do. I've been going through different videos and stuff like that, and if they haven't been like really relevant to my case or the situation, I've been getting rid of them to clean space off my phone, which is how I came across these recordings. Plus, I'm trying to find some stuff for Matt.
Okay. Then here it is. And I'm not going to play these because it's just Cray Cray's dumb shit. But I say, I'm questioning her in this video. I'm saying, you must have missed when NJ did it to mine because she's taking up for NJ.
I might have to do a private scope so you can hear the videos with Hoffman and her, and then do a public scope with just the recordings I have with Cray Cray. It's going to probably take me a while to get them all done, but I've got a couple I want to show tonight as soon as I can go live.
Okay, and I say they will be here in a minute. I'm talking about the videos. I asked her if she was taking money for Hoffman, which I knew she was.
Oh, yeah, she was taking money for Hoffman. She was begging for money for everybody. I even was going to give her, send out $200 for Hoffman. But then the story wasn't adding up. And so I changed my mind on it. I was like, something doesn't feel right. And I'm glad I caught on and I changed my mind really quick.
Okay. And so I'm sending her because the point to this, what I'm showing you guys is this. Mckeena walked right in and shared those recordings with me of Hoffman, Tammy Cray Cray, making up complete and total lies. Complete and total lies to try to scam money for Jennifer Hoffman. But here I am. I'm questioning her again in these. We don't have to go through Cray Cray's because I'm just questioning her because I knew the truth. And you can see my comments. I'm saying, somebody says they're talking about a script y'all all follow of mine. And so then Mckeena says, wow, she lies. Hoffman lies. And yet they now are backpedaling by saying they set a trap. Bullshit in capital letters. Now, the reason I show that is because Tammy Craycraft Everhart is running around saying that Karen Materna is lying, that she didn't scam money. I don't lie, and I don't say things unless I know, period. And I heard it myself, thanks to your good buddy Mckeena. So then, this is the other things I wanted to show you. Because now, fast forward, everybody has heard Karen Materna is involved in my case in Utah. Karen Materna has done all this. Karen Materna, because she jumped on that Cropper, Cray Cray, NJ train, and Mckeena flip flopped her story. Well, she forgets I have all, what do y'all call it? The evidence to prove otherwise. And I wasn't involved in anything with Tammy Blair and these children until she came out and said, guess what? Karen Materna interfered, used her attorney status in my case in Utah. Give me some hearts if everybody has heard her say that. And how she even heard recordings from her PD with me doing that. Okay, well, so that shows you that Mckeena threw her good buddy Cray Cray and Hoffman under the bus because I'm sure she wanted something from me that I wouldn't give her. And like I've always told y'all, she got pissed when I said I wouldn't get involved in that bullshit. And I have said from the very beginning that that is a legal matter and needs to be handled by law enforcement. So let me go down here some more. I'm going to show you the last few messages between me and Mckeena. And I never questioned her about her case in Utah until, just like I just did with her with the Cray Cray thing, when I heard the video. When I heard the video that she did and what she said about Blair's 9-year-old granddaughter, and I was physically ill, you're damn right I went back and questioned her. So that's what y'all are about to see. Hold on, it's loading. And on November the 9th, and when Blair and I first talked, it had nothing to do with anything that was going on in Utah. But when we were talking, I got to hear the video that I had never heard. Blair had no idea I had never heard it. Gina Nelms had no idea I had never heard it. So here we go on November the 9th. Okay, on November the 9th, I start to question her. Now, she didn't know that what I had even talked to Blair about, and that was the first time I talked to Blair when I heard that video, because I was not going to let that child and this disgusting, vile nonsense. I had to apologize to Blair and say I had no idea. So I said, Dawn, did you report Blair to CPS and the things you said in that video? Now, Tammy, pay close attention because I forgot about this. But this is me questioning her as I would. This is what I do for a living, guys. I have no obligation to tell her what I know and what I don't know. Dawn, did you report Blair to CPS and the things you said in that video? Meaning the vile, disgusting things she said about um, Blair's granddaughter.
What do you mean? Which things? There's been a lot of shit that's been said in a lot of videos. So, yeah. Which thing, which video, which CPS call? Yeah.
Notice what she says. Which CPS call? Y'all remember who got blamed for sending CPS to Blair's house? That would be me, raising my hand. Everybody on this app over on that side, NJ, Cropper, everybody. Karen Materna did it, the whole 6-pack. Karen Materna did it. The social worker said it was her. Listen to that again, what Mckeena says.
What do you mean? Which things? There's been a lot of shit that's been said in a lot of videos. So, yeah. Which thing, which video, which CPS call? Yeah.
Which CPS call? Okay. And then I said, "Do you have that chat? You said Raleigh said all that to your son. I have never heard that video until last night." Me, meaning the video she did with all that vile shit in it. Hold on, my computer's got to load some more. So you see, I said again, asking her again, "I never saw your video and you never told me about this chat saying that. Do y'all see that?" Mckeena has said over and over that I knew about all this. "I never saw your video and you never told me about this chat saying that." But we got to go back up because I skipped. She says, let me go back up because it was loading. This is where she says that.
Which things? There's been a lot of shit that's been said in a lot of videos. So, yeah. Which thing, which video, which CPS call? Yeah.
Which CPS call? I said, "Do you have that chat? You said Riley said all that to your son. I have never heard that video until last night." Then I said, "The video that you said Blair's granddaughter wanted genital pictures from your son." She says,
the chat was turned over to the agents that I'm working with. The law enforcement officer that I had talked to here and the CPS agent that I was working here with my son said that they were going to contact the CPS out in her area because of that chat and open an investigation. Of course, I can't find out anything that's going on within that investigation because it's not my minor kids. So I don't know what's going on with that.
okay, and y'all remember all the hoopla on social media. Look at the date of this chat, November 9th. Karen Materna was all involved. Karen Materna, and Dawn Mckeena has even said that. And here Dawn Mckeena is she saying, "Oh, Karen, you know, so you tell me." No, because I didn't know shit. I heard that vile video for the first time and I reached out to Mckeena and asked her about it. And these are her responses. Then I said, "That does not even make sense because Blair's CPS case is closed and law enforcement would have acted on that immediately." Now, the stupid bitch still didn't even ask me how I knew that. I knew that because I had talked to Blair the night before and Blair told me. So I said, "That does not even make sense because Blair's CPS case is closed and law enforcement would have acted on that immediately," which is the truth.
The last I heard is her case was still open and under investigation. That's the last I heard, though, which was about a week and a half ish ago. Um, yeah, I haven't contacted them this week yet. The last time I talked to them was on last Thursday, Wednesday or Thursday, and they wanted me to send them over more videos of what I had, not only of Blair, but NJ and the whole quote unquote six pack gang.
Oh, look,
And
she's going to
there
throw
was
the six
another
pack under the
FBI
bus, too.
agent in another jurisdiction or in another state that was involved with another complaint, and they wanted everything I had.
Okay, now y'all keep in mind, I know the bitch is lying, okay? I'm just, I'm kind of a little bit trained to do this. Okay, and so I say, "Never saw your video and you never told me about this chat saying that, meaning saying what she said in the video that I had heard the night before. Okay, let me see if it'll load some more or what. Oh, no, it doesn't have to load. Okay, so that was that. I said that. Now, did she say, "You're lying. You heard that. You knew exactly what was going on and you were all involved in my case"? Did she say any of that? Did she say any of that? No, because it's all a lie.
But I know that the CPS guy that I've been working with here, um, he got everything about Blair's grandkids, my son, like the works, videos, like everything. And they said that they were going to contact her jurisdiction because that's not appropriate conversations that a 39-year-old should be having. Hell, my case isn't even closed yet. They still have it open. Well, they're not investigating me per se, but they're keeping it open while this is all going on.
So she tells on herself. Does everybody hear that? Let's play that one more time. She even says her case is still open.
But I know that the CPS guy that I've been working with here, he got everything about Blair's grandkids, my son, like the works, videos, like everything. And they said that they were going to contact her jurisdiction because that's not appropriate conversations that a 39-year-old should be having. Hell, my case isn't even closed yet. They still have it open. Well, they're not investigating me per se, but they're keeping it open while this is all going on.
Okay, well, the last time I checked, CPS does not investigate anything but parents and children. So I don't know what she means about not investigating her. So anyway,
Could have sworn I told you in the group chat that we had with Pam about that whole conversation. I could have sworn it was brought up because I was still talking to both of you guys when I did that video exposing some of what was said between the kids in the chat. And then Blair lost her shit, and Cropper and NJ lost their shit. And then they went to Gina, trying to get Gina involved into the shit to defend Blair's kid. It was all because of that whole chat. I didn't put it out because it's two kids. I'm not going to expose two kids as chats. That's not right.
okay. Y'all heard that for yourself. I mean, it's just disgusting. Um, I said, did you ever to send it to Blair's son? What I meant is, did you ever refuse to send it to Blair's son? Because see, I knew because I had already gone back in our chat that I did not even see, gone back and looked at what she had said, and she was saying how Blair's son was calling her over and over, and she wouldn't talk to him, and all this stuff. So I said, did you ever send it to Blair's son?
But I know that the CPS guy that I've been working with here.
Oh, wait, sorry. I'm not good at this, guys. I've already played that one. I got to play this one.
So what's bringing all this stuff up? Considering I haven't been following a lot lately this last week. I've already said my investigation shit's still under investigation, and I'm not dropping it. So I haven't heard anybody doing videos talking about my case for a good while. So what's going on?
That is key. Let me tell y'all why. Because she's right. Nobody had been doing anything about her lies. Nothing until right here, this day on November the 9th, when Karen Materna questioned her about her lies. So, what did she do? She about faced and ran straight over to NJ Turner. Because guess what? She was caught.
Nope, I didn't. I said that night I was going to send it over to Blair's son, but they repeatedly harassed my phone that night, calling me back to back to back to back to purposely try to bump me off of videos. And I told them specifically if they kept harassing my phone, I was not talking to them. I was not sending them anything and that they could go fuck themselves. So what did they do? They kept harassing my phone. So I just reported them to the police department for telephone harassment.
Okay. Now I say I never saw it. So, yes, I knew you did a video, but I didn't know the contents. I don't even know what I say right here, if anything.
Not sure which video. Like I said, there was a couple of videos I did about it.
Oh, I was trying to forward that, so I put it in the
which
same
one
place. That's how
you didn't
good I
see.
am at this.
I know that you was in the one that I did, where I was finally sick and tired of it, and I finally opened up my mouth with the information. Some of the information, I wasn't at home. I think I was in the car that day.
Oh, I put that voice clip here so that I could say that video on that voice clip. That's what I'm telling her about that I never heard. And she says,
I could have sworn you were in there. I'm not sure. I know that we talked about it more in the private chat, though, because I was kind of torn between whether I should have put it out or not. And then the more I thought about it and the more it was said in chat, I didn't put it out. And I just turned it all over to the agents that I was talking to here and the CPS worker and the supervisor that I've been working with here, since they seem to keep calling over and over and over again.
okay. And my question is this: you've got that, you've got something like that, and you're not going to answer your phone and talk to the child's parents. Really? You sick, sick person. And then I said, if that is true, what Raleigh asked your son, they would have already had the granddaughter being examined. This is so sick, I had no idea. Still not cussing her out, not saying you're a crazy lying bitch, just, you know. And she does what they do and keeps talking. She said, and as I said the other night, if anyone is talking to them, remove me from your contacts. If you're not in the stuff with my case, then why ask me questions about my case on that situation? To run back to Blair now and help her get out of my case? Do you see the delusion? Do you see the paranoia? Do you see the craziness in this bitch? I heard the video for the first time and I went straight to her inbox and started asking her questions, and look what she does with it. To run back to Blair now and help her get out of my case? Yeah, I'm not stupid and see where this is going. And case tampering is not a good look for you. So stop contacting me for Blair. It's the last contact I had with Mckeena. And then out comes all these lies. Now she's heard a phone call where I've interfered with her case. I've done all these things. Y'all show me if you understand the delusional, crazy nonsense of this freaking idiot when she decided to go on a public live feed and lie like that about a 9-year-old child. And cray cray, all you other idiots, this is how I advocate. I went straight to her and I said, "What? Y'all just saw it." And look how she responded. Yes, she can. You're right. And she can stop lying. And Cray Cray can stop lying. But what I was looking for, Tammy, if I can find it real quick, I wanted to show you real quick when that page, because it reminded me when I heard Pam say it today, it popped up in my inbox too. That page, she sent it to me too. So let me see if I can search with a word that might bring it up. That part. Hold on. Oh, she's accusing Parker of the same thing. Shit. I've been accused of so much that, I mean, oh wait, this might be interesting. Oh, look. Remember how she said I was all involved in her case? All involved, asking her for her case number. Okay, show of hearts. Does everybody remember when she was saying that I was asking for her case number nonstop? Does everybody remember that? I do, because she was lying. We remember it when people lie. And then she put Cray Cray out there to say that I was calling her. At that time it was DA, not police department. So I asked her about that too. Look at this. Nothing was ever said about you calling my DA. What the fuck are you talking about? You're trying to twist shit. I said you did nothing to help my case. When I heard you was trying to take credit for my case, that is bullshit. 100%. I did my own case. Even after you kept saying they wouldn't do anything, I kept going without help. So I say you haven't helped my case and I did it on my own, and that is talking shit. No, that is the fucking truth. I have done nothing to you, so you can take that line, shove it up your ass. As for Cray Cray, she does what she wants. I don't control her or her questioning of you, but you want to say I'm saying shit because her asking questions? How does that have shit to do with me? You can't even answer questions. You did not contact the police about my son. Does everybody see that? You was working with Sapphire behind mine and Pam's back, only focusing on you and not me and Pam. Okay. Have I said that from day one? I hope Blair's still in here. Everybody knows I contacted Blair's police department about me and myself, and said, if y'all want to do anything, you have to do it on your own. This bitch, Mckeena, has come out on this box over and over and over and said that I said I was going to help them and fill out paperwork and all this other bullshit. She just says it in her own words. I wouldn't do shit to help her. First of all, because she was lying. Okay. I'm looking for that where she put that. Hey, Tammy, do you know what day that was? that page came out because that's the day she put it in my inbox too. Or Pam, if you're here, so I can find it real quick. I just haven't looked at it in a while, and I want to see exactly what she told me. Can anybody get
Good
me?
Lord, Batman. So what now? Instead of doing periscopes, he's doing everything on YouTube.
Oh, that's where she sent me all Cropper's YouTube and told me he was on YouTube now. Um, Somebody give me the date so I can find it real quick. No, hold on. It's got to be. I think it was in. I'm gonna find it, and I'm looking for some. Putting some keywords in here to try to find it. Because I wanted to hear her voice clips when I questioned who did that disgusting page. Oh, look, NJ. I'm not even going to show that, but this one says, has anybody heard anything about NJ being busted? Yeah, she blamed it on Bailey and Sapphire. And then I wanted to go back to see what, because what people don't know is I split myself so that I could play all of them because Pam wasn't involved. I knew it. I could play all of them in just me and them one on one conversation. So if I could get the date, I want to go back to the date to see exactly what Sapphire was saying and exactly what she was saying.
That's supposedly the phone number. I don't know if you can actually get an address.
Oh, look, she's given phone numbers, addresses.
She said that's her new phone number.
Hey Bailey, that was her giving your information. Um, don't worry, Bailey. I didn't do anything with it. Oh, here's some. Here's some. She was reaching out to me. She was blowing my phone up right here. I don't even know what for. I don't remember. But she says, I said, I'm here. I just have to get out of some of the noise so I can think, but I'm here to talk to you if you need me to talk. She says, yeah, I'm muted so I can get away from the noise sometimes. So I understand that. I'm dealing with my bipolar son tonight and trying to keep him out of jail. And I said, oh no, I hope he is okay, Dawn. She says, he is now that I have him here and took his gun away from him. Tammy Blair, do you see that? Is Tammy Blair still here? Well, she can see it later. Here he is now that I have him here and took his gun away. Me? Did I call the police? You know, I'm such a police caller. You know, no. What did I say? Basically, none of my business. Oh no, y'all stay safe. I mean, what do you say to something like that? And she says, we are good. Crazy bitch. Okay. I'm just looking for that page. I might have to jump off and find it.
Pam is saying that is Tina Pizza. Or
Oh,
whatever.
this is interesting.
She had screenshots to show that it was Tina Pizza. I don't even know who in the hell Tina Pizza is. But, yeah.
And I say, oh no, they've recruited that insane lunatic talking about Tina, pizza, whoever. Don't know who it is. Don't care who it is. Okay. Talking about NJ and her being together. Looking for the date because I know she put it in here too. Was in August. Okay, I'm almost to August right now. There's so many voice clips. Isn't there a way you can just get to the voice clips? Because Mckeena is a voice clip person. There's so many. Oh, here it is. Look how quick I found it. It was on. Oh, and I'm questioning her, Pam. This is what I was looking for, Pam. I knew, and see, I can't remember if I did it in that group chat, if I did it just between me. I found it, Pam, because this wasn't very long. But this talks about the date change too. Hold on. And you have to remember, I'm trying to figure it out just like everybody else with the questions I'm asking. Let's see. It was actually September 1st. Um, it was September 1st at 10:19 a.m. Um, is when she put it in where she put it in my inbox. So let's go from here. This is where it showed up. Okay. This is just me and Don Mckeena. September 1st, 10:19 a.m. She drops this. And of course, nothing's there now. And she says, this account messaged me this morning. It's an account all about Blair. And then there is, let's see what she says.
Shit, sorry. Didn't mean to send that fucking thing twice. But, yeah. I guess there's more to come with this one. Kind of funny, though, so far. Bitch says she's a size 6. I think she forgot to add the 0 behind the 6.
Nothing about, oh my God, that's horrendous. Nothing. And so at 12:43 p.m., I say that is not okay. Wow.
I think it's funny, but I don't really care because what she's done to me and my family, fuck that cunt awful. I look at her, she's gonna
Tammy.
get everything she deserves.
Wait, listen to this, Tammy.
I think it's funny, but I don't really care because what she's done to me and my family, fuck that cunt awful. I look at her, she's gonna get everything she deserves.
And I said, no, I get it. I just don't agree with it. She says, thumbs up. Then is that the same day? Yeah, at 9. I say nothing else. At 9:18 p.m., she says, I have deactivated my scope. I will be removing the app. I can't deal with all these fake ass people. I'm also going to go through Facebook and anyone kissing Blair or NJ's ass, I'm just going to block. These people are crazy as hell. I give her, you know. And I'm talking about you, Blair, but I say yes because she is back on about me right now. It was either you or NJ, Blair, that was back on about me.
Who, Tammy or NJ? I've been at Lagoon with my kids all day, so I haven't watched anybody's anything. All I've been, hearing is, I guess now Kathy Bailey's back doing the Kumbaya for with NJ and Blair, and I don't know. I've been hearing a lot of shit today, and I've been trying just to spend time with my kids at Lagoon. So I didn't even know that they were back talking shit on you. I did hear that Blair was talking shit on me earlier today in her video with Kathy Bailey.
Oh. And I said, NJ. It wasn't even, Tammy, it wasn't even you. It was NJ. I was waiting to see who it was too. Um, and she said, oh my God, see, this shit never will stop. It don't seem to matter what we say or show the proof of. They are lying fuckerheads that will always twist shit and they always come out looking like a victim. And I said, not playing with them. I'm over it. It's not okay. It's fucking criminal. And she says, I agree. But they keep thinking they are above the damn laws. And then I said, you have no idea what they just did to me. You need to reactivate and watch. You know, I'd have to go back to that date to see what NJ did to me on that day. You know, the person that never does anything to me. Yeah, I'd have to go back and see on that day. I can't tell y'all now because I don't even know.
Send me the link and I'll watch it later from the outside without reactivating.
I said, I don't know. There's so much fuckery going on. It's pitiful. I'm just proceeding with what I have to do. I have to do legally in their jurisdictions. I can't worry about the rest or try and be a friend or ear to any of these people. You know me, the one that's representing everybody. Yeah. No, I was out here, doing the same thing everybody else was. Meaning taking care of me and my family. And she says, yeah, exactly. That is what I'm trying to tell Pam. I said, and to get through this for myself, to stay calm, I'm just going to try to look at it in my head. As NJ just did that in a group chat of 500 people. And although a crime is not going to affect my mind or my ability to focus on what she has done, along with Blair, and I have to remove the emotions and fear and stand up for what's right and protect myself and my children the best I can during this legal process of wanting criminal charges pressed against them, prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law, and make travel arrangements to do it, which I have always said. Okay. I said I have a lot going on and not an easy time to get away, but I have to work it out with scheduling. I still do. Okay. She said, well, I've told Pam to deactivate, not to feed them anymore. What is what they want after weeks of nuts not feeding them or replying, blah, blah, blah. Since they feed on drama, it seems the more we reply, the more shit never stops. Okay, hold on. I'm just going to try to find now. She shows me, she starts showing me the stuff that Bailey sent her. And I ask her about the Facebook page again. And she says, what about it? And I say, I guess they're trying to figure out who did it. And she says, Kathy is the only person we have been able to come up with. The timeline matches up to her. And I said, I don't know, but makes me wonder if Blair knew about it and it brings attention as a victim back to her. Because Blair, I did say that. I was like, because I had no idea. I don't know, just thinking out loud. And she says, I sent all the screenshots to Pam already that shows clearly I had nothing to do with that bullshit. I have never made a page on anyone. And I say, yeah, it's nuts. And I said, I think they would do it themselves, but that's just me. I was talking about NJ. Everyone keeps saying the bullshit about, here's where my birthday comes in. Everyone keeps saying the bullshit about tagged with Utah. So fucking what? I can be here and tag it to California, Georgia, or wherever. She told on herself, Tammy, I read this today. That's why I'm showing this. So fucking what? I can be here, tag it to Cali, Georgia, or wherever, and everyone had my address thanks to fucking Blair. But she's trying to say somebody else did it. It was the same time Kathy was pissed at Blair, threatening to put out Blair's pics, and even sent me pics of Blair's daughter. Then a page shows up. She says, I have a life, and Sunday I wasn't even home all day, and said I was running around getting things ready for Sunday. I am sick of being blamed for bullshit, especially when 2 plus 2 adds up to Kathy. Then I say, June 19th is my birthday, the day of the visit to Utah on that page. Exclamation point. I said, they are trying to set it up to say me and you did it. Wow. And she says, yeah, it's getting to be bullshit. I want to know why they inbox me trying to use my son as a scapegoat. And I said, like your son did it? What? Then she sends me this, which was the inbox she got from Christopher Stetson. Hi, Dawn. I'm a close personal friend of your son, Stephen. This fake profile will be used to benefit both you and your son due to the words that he stated to me. Anyway, if you would like to check out this profile for the fun of it, I guess, she will drop like a brick, as Stephen said, so enjoy. Tammy, who's Stephen? Okay, then she says she told Pam, oh, I don't want to show all those because those have got the pictures on the page. Then she says she told, oh, her son. Okay. So then she told me, she's put all these in my inbox and told me that she told Pam to share these with me. And what it is her and Kathy Bailey's conversation with all these pictures in it and other things. Then she puts this in here. Hold on. After those, and says, Bailey was even trying to dig up Blair's husband's dad. And I don't know. I mean, Tammy, if you need to, if you don't have those, I'll send them to you. I don't even know what they say. And I'm not going to click on them right now. And then I said, okay, that's not what's going on. And I gave her the check ins. And said, because do y'all see the date right there? It says June 20th. It changed from June 19th. And I told her, hold on, let me get my computer back down to the right size. And I told her, now the date is changed to the 20th. And she says, yeah, I've seen 2 screenshots today already. And I said, in less than an hour. I said, Pam screenshotted it an hour and a half ago, and it was the 19th, which was my birthday, guys. And as soon as I brought it to Dawn's attention, what happened? Everybody follow along. The date was changed to the 20th. As soon as I told Dawn that that was my birthday. See, Dawn was talking to her and I was talking to her. And as soon as I said that's my birthday, she changed it. So then she says, tells on herself again, so someone is active on it. And I say, not only that. And she says, I have been on the phone with Jen about half the day trying to figure it out. Now Pam and I am also trying to figure out. The dumb bitch didn't know that all of us knew that she had to have done it. And we're playing her like a freaking fiddle. And then I said, notice how she didn't ask either. I said, because again, I do this for a living. I said, I just figured it out. Now, what would everybody in the comments type? If you had that comment, what would you say? Oh my God, tell me what? What did you figure out? You would think, right? You would think. Oh no. What did she do? She starts sending more, trying to show it's Bailey. I can't show all that again. She sends the same stuff and more, trying to show that it's Bailey. And this time she sends the whole thing and says the whole chat about Blair with me and Cunty. Okay, so then the next day, I say, right, Pam, Bailey didn't know about the date change. Bingo. All right, watch. So then I said, like the next day, or it might have been 2 days later. So did a friend of your son's do it? I'm so confused. Or was that just said and ran with? Again, asking her. Let's see what she says. I haven't listened to these in a while. I mean, probably since I listened to them the first time.
Well, no, Sunday, okay, when my son came over to the house, I had asked him about the message that I'd gotten in my inbox. And so we looked at the profile. It said Savannah, Georgia on it. So my son thought and assumed that it was his friend that lives in Georgia. And so we went ahead and we kind of, he was telling me about his son. He's like, oh, yeah. He's like, and he's mean. He's cutthroat. He'll stalk Tammy. He'll harass Tammy, like he'll make her life a living hell and shit like that. So we got into this full conversation, assuming that it may have been his friend. But then, with Sunday, we were at Lagoon all day and I didn't want the drama and the bullshit while we were having our family fun. So on Monday, my son came back over to the house and it came up again. Oh, hold on.
Okay.
Okay, so on Monday, it came up again in conversation after my son came over. And I was talking to him, and I told him, I'm like, well, is there a way to make sure that this is your friend? I'm like, because, if it is, I'm like, I really feel like he needs to take, either the page down or at least take the kids out. And so he went in and called his friend on mid-morning, afternoonish area. And that's when he had asked his friend, hey, is this you? And send him over the screenshot of the page as well as my message that was sent to me. And his friend's like, no, dude, no, I don't do the whole Facebook fuck games, basically. He said that if he was going to go after her, he would do it in person. He'd be showing up on her doorstep. And then it came up that they were going to...
This might be interesting. Listen, Tammy. Oh, look at me hitting my phone. I gotta hit the...
Then it came up that he had been thinking about showing up on her door, waiting until Tammy left the house without anybody so his girlfriend or wife person could kick the shit out of Tammy, just all sorts of shit. And so that's when I told his friend, I'm like, dude, no. I'm like, we're not going to do that. I'm like, you need to just let it be. It's just Facebook fucking drama. It's not worth it. And, I talked to him for about a good 30, 45 minutes. And I told him, no, like, you're not going to, I don't want you going to her house. I don't want you doing any of this bullshit. And he's like, okay. He's like, well, just, keep it in mind. He's like, if she keeps fucking with you guys, he's like, we'll handle it. And I'm like, no, we're not going to go there.
That's nice to hear.
Sorry, I've also been slow at replying. I'm working. So, yeah, that covers the whole, me and my son assumed on Sunday that it was his friend. We thought for sure it would have been his friend. And then we found out it wasn't. And so me and Pam, along with a couple of my other people I've been talking to, goddamn hiccups, was talking.
She's so gross.
And the more and more we was looking through the messages that was said with Kathy, what happened with Cray Cray the night before on her live video, it just kind of started making more and more sense that it was fucking Kathy that made the page, and Kathy as well knows my son's name, so we think she made the page and sent me the message. To kind of throw it off to the fact that it was actually her making it and then trying to make it look like my son and me was behind that page. Because she already knew by Sunday night that I had her ass blocked.
Then I say, wow, what is Sapphire's relationship with KB?
Yeah, I mean, it was a big confusion. I mean, technically, me and my son really should not have assumed that it was him.
Notice how she keeps going back to that. I didn't ask her about that.
Savannah,
Again.
Georgia on it. So it was like, and that's where his friend lives, was Savannah, Georgia. So that's what made us kind of assume that it could have been his friend, which kind of made an ass out of, us for assuming. But, yeah. Sapphire's back to being friends with Kathy. They were back to talking and communicating. God. The first day that we all had that argument, that four-way call argument, where Sapphire was in NJ's video, kissing NJ's ass, that was the day that Sapphire started messaging Bailey, Kathy, and started kissing her ass, because Kathy Bailey started sending me the screenshots that Sapphire was in her inbox.
Okay, I'm going to show y'all this message, and then that's it. But it might not be it. But Tammy, what I'm going to do is just send you the rest of this. However, or put you in it is what I can do. But this is how easy these people are to play. I mean, y'all saw my questions. You see me just asking like one-liners and them talking and talking. That's what they do. I said, these people. And then I said, I have to think about all this, but sense of it will come to me. That makes me laugh. I'm sorry, that makes me laugh. That, it makes me laugh because they're so easy. Because see, she didn't know that me and Pam were. I said, let me ask Mckeena, and I say to Mckeena, that's my birthday, and immediately it's changed, and Pam's screenshotting it, and she says, oh, then somebody still has access to it. Well, duh. Yeah, dummy, you just did it. You just changed it. Hello.
Girl, what I find hilarious, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, and by the way, Tammy, I know I've been telling you I'm going to go back and look, and I've still got to go back to Sapphires. I got to find the date exactly when that came in my inbox, which now I know it was September 1st, and
Yeah.
then I'll get the rest to you.
What I find is funny is Warris had made a video that she forgets because she forgets about her counter dicks. Is
Wait, hold
she
on.
come?
I want to hold on just for NJ. Look, does anybody see any alcohol? Look, I'm drinking root beer. Look, let's look at the wine. Does anybody see any wine in my refrigerator? I don't even have any alcohol in my refrigerator. Look, does anybody see
No,
any
but we
alcohol?
damn
Look,
sure know
everybody's
you
making
feed your kids,
screenshots.
don't we? Look at
Everybody's
all that
making
damn food.
screenshots.
Oh my God.
And I need to go to the grocery store.
Yeah, your refrigerator looks like mine, girl.
And I need to go to the grocery store. Look, because my pantry's empty. Look, Tammy, my pantry. See the bottom of it? That's usually full of drinks. It's empty. We got to order. Anybody see wine bottles? Anybody hiding some wine bottles? I don't drink wine. It gives me a headache. NJ, stop saying wine.
But anyway, she forgets about her counter dicks when she come out on a video and made a video saying, my son's friend was over here last night and he heard what Blair said and he's gonna come after her and he's gonna fix her ass and all this. Oh, she forgets about that counter dick.
Yeah,
So,
and that makes
and
me
that was before the page, and that was before the page was even put up.
And that makes me think. And then she was saying that to me to make sure she covered her friend, that friend in Georgia or whatever.
There was never a friend in Georgia. It was her son. It was her and her son coming up with the scheme.
Oh, I questioned that too. I didn't think they knew anybody in Savannah. Savannah's
No,
a pretty
no,
swanky place.
because I'm going to go ahead and tell you, I invite anybody, and I mean this. If you want to come and do harm and you want to come to my house, come on.
Right.
I'm not playing. Come
Okay,
on.
Tammy, look. Can you see the floors with the light on it? That's what I'm talking about.
That's beautiful. But
Okay.
yeah, she forgets about all the counter dicks in the how she sent, stuff from her own cell phone. Now, see, this message came to her cell phone,
Right.
not her Facebook, but her cell phone.
Right.
Now, somebody had to have known her personally to send it to her cell phone, just like somebody sent her a message personally saying that I was threatening to burn her house down or some bullshit.
Okay, wait a minute. That message that I just read that she said came from that Christopher Stetson, that went to her cell phone?
Yes, because she sent it to someone else and they screenshot it and it came from her own personal cell phone.
Oh, okay. See, I didn't know if it was a message or what. I don't know.
Right,
Okay.
right. And she forgot that shit. See, she forgot that part.
Yeah. Well, the main reason I did all that was because she's been saying I knew the whole time. I heard that video. Whatever.
And yes, you're right. When you called her out about your birthday, she was like, "Oh fuck, now they're going to drag her in it and I can't have that. I've got to cover my tracks, so I got to go back and change the date." She even goes as far as to tell Kathy Bailey, "Send in photos and I'll make sure they get put up." I've
Oh,
got that. I've got
see,
that.
I had talked to Pam and I was like, let me question her about my birthday and see what happens. And it was like literally. I mean,
So
she
if
was
she didn't know
typing.
anything about the page, how was she going to make sure that the photos got put up?
That's right. And how'd she change the birthday?
Exactly.
She
She
daggum sure
made
did.
her and her son made that fucking page, and they're going to pay dearly for it.
Yep, and I hope
And she's
so because
also going to pay dearly for saying that she's going to stab me in the neck and slit my throat.
right. And so I mean, but the whole them lying and I've been involved in all this and all that, and I mean
No,
every
you were
time.
not involved in any of this. What they tried to do was make it look like you were involved because they already knew there was heat between me and you because of the lies before. And then she
Right.
was going to blame the shit on Kathy Bailey, but I knew Kathy Bailey didn't do it
Right.
because here's the thing. Kathy Bailey went to Joe Geneva. Joe Geneva came to me immediately when he got that page.
Right. And see, Pam, I was saying it's got to be either Mckeena, Bailey, or Sapphire, or
Now,
a
if Kathy
combination.
Bailey made that page, why would she go to Joe Geneva with concerns?
Well, and see, Pam didn't tell me. What Pam said was whatever she was telling me at the time, I believed her, and I was like, okay, it's not Kathy Bailey. And then Mckeena was steadily sending me things to try to put it on Mckeena. And the whole time I was saying, I don't care who did it. It's a shit. I mean, it's crap and it's illegal and it's a crime.
Yeah, and I'm fully aware that Karen said, hell, Blair could have made that page for sympathy or whatever. I'm
Right.
aware that Karen said
Right.
that.
And didn't really think you did. I thought NJ might have done it because I was trying
Right.
to figure out who knew my birthday. And then it came to me, there were two people that had been on my Facebook page that would have known my birthday, and it was NJ and Mckeena.
But I can show you the conversation when I got wind of the page. I lost my motherfucking mind.
Yes, we were all just like me and Pam were just me and Pam always do. We're like, okay, let's weed this person out, and I said I wouldn't put it past them to have made it themselves. But when my birthday got noticed, it narrowed it down a lot.
Right. And then it got changed immediately after you brought it to her attention.
Yes, like immediately, like right then.
Yes.
And
And
Pam was
and I mean, like
screenshotting
I
it.
said, she forgets about the counter dicks that she and Kathy Bailey had that Kathy Bailey shared with me. And like I said, Kathy Bailey is the reason and the whole reason that I have so much evidence or evidence is because Kathy Bailey gave me a lot. and so did someone else. But
Right.
the
And
thing
Pam's
is,
right. She
and it
didn't
shows
even know
her
my
and Kathy
birthday.
Bailey's chat about how Kathy Bailey she was at Lagoon, but when she got home, Kathy Bailey could send her some photos and she'd make sure they got put up.
Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah. And it's crazy. And then see, as soon as I questioned, what did she do? Ran straight over to the Turners. She told on herself.
And then she, and in one message, she says, well, I thought it was you, Kathy, or Sapphire, laugh out loud. She knew it was her the whole fucking time. I knew it was not Kathy Bailey. I
Right.
knew it
Well,
was
Pam said she
never
knew too,
Kathy
and I just
Bailey.
believed Pam. If anybody doesn't know, I believe. I mean, me and Pam have figured so much crap out on this box that she kind of believes what I say. I believe what she says because I mean, it takes a lot. People have to look into it, and I've never looked into anything. But you bring my name into it when my birthday showed up on that page. You're damn right. I'm gonna find out.
Oh, and here's another thing. Here's another thing. I have a case. She kept saying, I don't have a case. I don't have a case that's been open with CPS. They come out here, they said everything's fine and it's closed. Bitch, listen to your counter dick. You
That's
just
right.
said my case is still open
And then she
and
said, "But they're not
it's
investigating
pending
me."
what wait, and it's pending what's going on with this. No, motherfucker, it has nothing to do with my case. Your
Well,
shit
and
and my
I want
shit
to say
has
this.
nothing to do with each other.
I want to say this too, though, Tammy. What she didn't know is, and Tammy didn't have to do this, and I told Tammy not to, and she did it anyway. That night that I heard that video, she was like, Karen, my case is closed, blah, blah, all this stuff. And I said,
Right. And
okay,
I sent
fine,
you the
Tammy.
proof.
I believe you, but she sent it to me anyway. And then there's Mckeena lying her ass off.
Right. And what did it say? There
And
was
it was closed.
absolutely
Yes.
no reason
And
for
that
investigation.
told me that Mckeena was lying because there's no way if that had ever happened, that case would be closed.
Right.
Ever.
And the box wouldn't have been checked that said there was absolutely no need for further investigation.
Right. I mean, when those kind of allegations are made, it's not just closed. I
And
mean,
then
these
she
people must think I
fully
was.
admits that she tried to call CPS. And I mean, I don't care if she did or not, because what I did is I took it to my CPS worker myself and gave it to her. And when she read it, she almost threw up.
Well, what did I do when I read it? I was on the phone with you.
Yes, you were very ill to your stomach. Yes.
And I mean, when I've not read it, but when I heard that video, and I have heard a lot and seen a lot with children. And that made, and the reason it made me so sick is this was an adult woman lying.
And if you notice, it's everybody had her case number. First, she said Terry had it. Then she said
I
you
had
had it. Then she said Gina had it. Then she said Marietta had it. And now somebody else has it. I mean, it's one lie after another,
And then
after
she
another,
said
after
right
another.
there in her own words, I didn't know anything. She said it. I
Exactly.
didn't know anything.
It's her counter dicks are catching up with her, and she can explain it to a judge.
That's
Because,
right.
like
And
I
I agree.
said, we are both going to Utah because we've already
I know,
discussed
and I
this.
have to, and it's the same as I said in there. I don't have a schedule that it's just that I can up and leave, and I have
Right. And I've
spring
got a
break scheduled.
pregnant daughter, so I've
I
really
know,
got to make
and
sure
me
that
and
I get
Tammy
down
have
there and get
talked
back.
about this, and I have spring break scheduled with my children. This is a holiday that is a winter break for kids in school, and I have work, and it's going to have to be one day there and one day back for me. But and I told Tammy I'd go out of
No,
Birmingham
what
because
the
she is not going
defects,
to lie.
lady. No, I'm going to tell y'all what happened with the defects thing. Defects came to my door. I said, Karen Pettit Materna, and I also said, and I gave Pam's name, and what she did is as she was writing back, as she was writing down, she repeated back Karen's name.
And
That
guess
is
what?
exactly what happened.
Every single one of those, led by NJ Turner, took it to the internet and made everybody think that I was
And
calling
I have
CPS
said
on
that
people.
over and over and over.
Because they're all liars. They are, Tammy. I swear to God. But
Yes, they were on the call. Yes,
and
they
then
were on the call. They weren't on the call. What happened is when they came to my door, I put the phone down.
so they
And they
were
were still on the
listening.
phone. And they were still on the phone because we were in a group chat.
And that's why I then called CPS. And the reason I had the social worker's name is because it had been put out.
Right. And how it got put out is Shauna was upset with me and she added y'all to a chat and it
Right.
was in that chat.
Right. But I didn't do anything with it except get that number, call her, and I put the call out here for everybody to hear and
But
said,
Shauna never publicly put it out on
right.
Facebook. She added some people to a chat. I want to make that perfectly clear. Shauna never put it out on a Facebook Live. She added some people to a chat.
Right.
And that is how my info got in the hands of some people.
And I want to say this about Shauna too, and Tammy's the same way. These people literally tried to destroy my life.
Because Mckeena is a fucking liar. Because NJ and the six pack, and I'm just gonna say it, they never had anything to do with that shit.
Right.
Like they didn't.
Right. The only thing NJ was doing was NJ was trying to make it look like I did all this shit that I didn't do.
Right. And what people were doing is they were trying to keep the fuel going between me and Karen because they knew that Karen wouldn't back down and I wouldn't back down because if Karen was going to get an attorney, I was going to get an attorney. And I told Karen that. I said, if I need to get an attorney, I will. Because I was innocent in everything. I was blaming Karen because that's what I was being told.
And I was blaming Tammy because that's where it was all coming from.
Exactly. I accused her. You damn.
So, I mean, it is what it is. But, you know, they also never, they knew if we talked, and we won't even say how we ended up.
I am, and I've never done anything to Karen. And I'm like, why?
Yes. And what did I tell you, Tammy? I said, I knew that there was something behind what you were doing. I knew it wasn't you. I knew it. That's why I didn't go to Georgia. That's why I didn't do anything, because I knew there was something else behind it that was making you think that.
Yeah, because I don't just go out and accuse people of shit for no reason. That's not me. I don't do that. I don't do it. And Mckeena got butt hurt. And then what started the ball rolling is she accused me of calling CPS and that she's heard my voice on those CPS calls.
Whatever.
And that's a fucking lie.
Yeah,
You
just
stupid
like
bitch.
it's a lie. She didn't hear a police call with my name on it. She didn't. I mean, with me on it. I mean, she's lying her ass off, continuing to push the same narratives that NJ Turner and Cropper have tried to push from day one.
Right. And I mean, like I've said a million times, and I'll say it a million times again, Karen Materna never called my husband's job. Karen Materna never called CPS. Karen Materna never called my bankruptcy trustee.
No,
She never
I
did
called your
any of that
bankruptcy
shit.
attorney.
She did talk to my attorney. She did.
And the reason I
Because
talked to your
after she
attorney
was accused.
Yep. That's exactly why I called her.
And I know what was said, and we had an understanding. And at that point, Karen wanted us to sign a cease and desist, and I said no because I was really headstrong on. I thought Karen had called my husband's job.
Yep. And she had a lot of people in her ears telling her that too.
Yes, I did.
Even though it wasn't true, and you since then
And
found
then when
out for
it
sure.
come back that it was a New York number, and
Yeah.
Don Mckeena so graciously told me that Marietta called my husband's job.
And see, what these people don't know is that at the same time, Marietta tried to get all buddy with me. I mean, it's amazing.
So people want to know why, I think Don Mckeena made a scope and said, I don't know why they're going after Marietta. Well, I'm telling you why.
Right.
Because she called my fucking husband's job.
So.
And said that he was transporting drugs inside and outside of his work.
It's horrible. Y'all want to know who does what? And they've all ended up sitting right there together. And I will say this about Kathy Bailey. At least she stood up for Judy's son when they started that crap about the law enforcement officer.
And I will say this. Kathy Bailey has always been truthful. If she's done something, she's admitted to it.
Right.
Now, I will say that. She's admitted to it.
And I've seen that too. So
I have no doubt in my mind. If Kathy Bailey would have got mad at me and made that page, she would have told me she made that page.
I think she would have too.
I know she would have. But you want me to tell you something? Kathy Bailey would never stoop that low to put kids on a page.
Like that.
But that's one fucking thing she ain't going to do. She ain't going to go after small children. Now, I've said stuff about her adult kids, and she said it about mine. But she has never, ever talked about a small child. Ever.
All these things that all these people say have done on this box, and I still stand by this, between what's happened with Tammy's granddaughter, because, and I stand strong, and I was in tears when I heard that and talked to Tammy, because I said, you don't know how lucky you are they did not take that child and do a rape kit. People don't understand what the heck they're messing with.
So, Debbie.
And it's disgusting. It's vile. And yes, I put everything Tammy Blair had ever said about me and vice versa aside, because that was the most important.
Yeah, and then after we actually had a civil conversation, we started putting two and two together.
Like a lot of people did when we actually started talking. I mean, we actually, talk.
And the truth is, me and Karen probably would have been friends from the get-go because we're so much alike if people hadn't lied in the first place.
That's right. Lied a lot. And I respect Tammy. Those grandbabies don't deserve any of this. And Mckeena is sick.
And she said you were involved in her case. No, bitch, now she's involved in the case because you drug her in it.
Right. You just saw in her own words, she was like, no, you don't have any. And I said, keep me out of it. You're right. I don't want to be in it. And I have never been in it. And she's like, no, you've never been in it. And then she comes out on this box and says all these lies that I've been interfering and I've been doing this. And I had her case number and this and that. She's full of shit.
She's crazy. She's certifiably nuts. Her own police department says she's certifiably nuts.
Well, she dadgum sure shouldn't have lied and said that she heard phone calls with my name on it, because.
And if you notice, she said in another counter dick, she said, my law enforcement here is not even involved. Then I was listening to her talking to you in that recording, and she said the law enforcement officer here. So, bitch, which is it?
Or the CPS officer did it all, or this did it all.
And CPS can't do shit. CPS can't get none of that shit. None of it.
And CPS would have immediately turned it over to law enforcement.
Yes. And trust me, they wouldn't have closed my case.
And trust me, y'all do not believe what I do every single day of my life. If those kind of allegations are made, a pickup order is gotten and a child is examined. Period.
And you damn right my son called her over and over
Right.
and
That was
over
the
and
other
over
red
because
flag.
he was tired of her fucking bashing his 9-year-old daughter online.
That was the other red flag. That's why I asked her again. So you wouldn't talk to her son? Oh no, he was harassing. The hell you say? You just made these allegations that something's happening like this to his daughter and you won't talk to him?
And y'all want to know the funny part? Even after everything she had done, I wasn't going to do shit. I was just thinking, okay, she's nuts.
That's the truth too.
She's mentally unstable. I'm just going to let it go. But you wouldn't fucking stop, Mckeena. So now I don't give a fuck if you and your kids go to jail forever. I don't give a fuck.
And it's the same with me. These people don't know when to stop. Keep pushing like Mckeena's pushed all this out there now. I will make sure that she's not able to do it to somebody else.
Exactly.
Period. Because she won't stop. Just like NJ. She won't stop.
And if you notice, she keeps throwing people under the bus, but then she keeps going back to those same people. And it's funny as shit because I just got to see how it's all going to play out in court when they're all doing that to each other. It's just going to be funny. It's going to be
They're
funny.
all going to run is what they're going to do.
No, you can't run from a subpoena,
No,
Karen.
I'm talking about, no, they'll run, whine, and cry is what they'll all do.
And baby, I just want you to verify because you're on here and this is Karen. You remember Karen, the attorney.
Remember
Am
me?
I or am I not going to Utah to pursue these charges on Dawn Mckeena or Kimberly Ashford? Okay, so you heard it from my husband.
Right. Right. Okay, wait, here's another one. I was just actually sent this. Y'all heard the ding. NJ says Blair recorded her attorney and they spoke about Materna. Materna had Blair's attorney and called Cropper mentally ill client. Listen, and you will hear Blair's attorney say that.
Yes,
Now
and
they
what
are
she did.
mad.
No,
Wait,
what
wait,
she
wait, wait, wait,
did.
wait. Now they are mad and want this removed because it shows the truth. Let me say two things. First thing is, this is against the law. This is unlawful.
Yes, highly
Cropper and
against the law.
NJ
That's going
have
to be
done
taken
this.
care of too. And he better be glad. Well, I don't know what that attorney will do because she's already said, do not mention her.
I know. And what happened was, again, they take a little bit of information and smear somebody with it, and it's not the truth. And the problem is, and somebody else did this, NJ did it again last night, is what this message is telling me. I want everybody to listen to me real clear. Our recording laws allow for state to states, and states have their own. And everybody knows consent states and non-consensual states and those type things. The kicker is this. You can record a phone call. Say, I'm in Alabama. It's a one-party state. I can record anybody I want. Say, Tammy's state is Georgia. I can call her. It's a one-party state. But it doesn't mean that if you're not a party to that phone call, you can put that phone call out anywhere.
Well, they're going to find out the hard way on that, Karen.
Well, I'm just letting everybody else on this box know. There is a little bit of leeway for press, people that are actually press and newspapers, reporters. Social media does not fall into that. And the other thing is, once you do that, because y'all just think about this, If it is a one-party state, the person that knows gives the consent and is the recorder usually. The person that is in somewhere else playing that recording that is not on that phone call cannot give the consent. They're not a party to the call. You cannot put out a phone call that you are not a party to. Period. Especially in Tammy's case, when she has told the person that put it out, don't put it out. It's not true.
And don't put it out for public. Period.
That's right.
It was
That's
a phone conversation. It was a conversation between me and my attorney.
That was covered under attorney-client privilege that you specifically did not waive.
Exactly.
And told him that. It is not, it is against the law. Period. Just thought I'd let y'all know what the law is on that.
And what happened with that?
Well, now AJ's put it out, by the way, because that's the message I just got.
Yeah, but let me go ahead and explain what happened with that. When I had that conversation with my attorney, she didn't even say his name. She didn't. If you notice, she had the name wrong. So for there, he's not even, his name's not mentioned.
Right.
I'm the one that mentioned his name. And I corrected her. And she said, oh, I must have misunderstood.
Because she did understood, because what was said, and people don't know this, and I'll say it, I have a signed release from her saying that's not what I said. We were having a conversation about probate court and mentally ill clients. And she did misunderstand.
Yes, she did. And she even says that in the conversation because we're sitting there having a conversation.
So,
see, I have the whole entire conversation.
Well, and
they have a part of the conversation.
Then he did it again when he put out the conversation that, I don't know, I guess Shauna recorded it, and they're using this to say that I said I called CPS on you and I said I called your husband's job. No, what I said was, yes, I did, after they accused me of it.
Yes, you did. And you talked to the attorney at my husband's job.
Yes. But once again, he didn't have the right to put that phone call out either. It's against the law because he wasn't on it. So anyway, that's that on that. But yeah. So anyway, that's what I have to say. Happy Valentine's Day.
But from this point, I'm not worried about it because the courts can sort it out.
Well, they can, but the only reason I did that on this live was because I actually did it to show the Hoffman, because Tammy Cray ended up on my phone today texting me.
Just about what?
The page, that vegetable page, saying that I'm under some kind of duty to tell whoever it is to take it down. She has lost her mind. And the very last text from me to her was, leave me and my family alone. And here she is texting me again.
Well, that's harassment. If you ask somebody to not text you again, that's harassment.
And that's exactly what I told her. I said, these people don't know what boundaries are.
Yeah, just don't reply, and then that's harassment. Once you tell somebody, don't contact me again, and they do, that's harassment.
Yep. And she does it non-stop. So I was just showing, what I was showing was that, because she was telling me that I was lying about Hoffman. No, I wasn't lying. People need to stop saying I'm lying, because I can guarantee you I'm not lying. And there is a lot of conversations where I did just what I did to Mckeena and just went in and asked some very simple questions, and they talked their heads off.
Exactly. And see, that's where they screw up, is they forget about all the shit they've said. And I told them, I've got every phone call, every conversation, every text message, everything.
Right. So
Every
it's going to
video
be
that
what it's
Dawn
going to be.
did about my grandchild, about everything she said about me, about all her threats, about her son brandishing the gun, about him saying, not that if I came to his house, but that if we came to Utah, he was going to put a bullet in my head.
Right. And I don't know what Judy's going to do. You know, Judy doesn't talk to the police. She doesn't call police on
Yeah.
people, but I'll tell everybody on this box what the Turners did in targeting a law enforcement officer and saying those things is not freedom of speech. The fact that he's a law enforcement officer and the fact that he's homosexual puts him in a totally separate category than me, you, or anyone else. And to use his employment and his job that is dangerous enough as it is, and to say the things they said, they were inciting violence against an officer. Period. So anybody that's supporting that is just as sick as they are.
Yep.
What? Yeah.
So, all right. Hey, look what I got today. Aren't those pretty?
Those are gorgeous. I got my husband a truck for Valentine's Day.
I know you saw it when I said he better pony up something big because that's a big present.
He's always fooling me, Karen.
I know he is. Tell him I'll pick him out something from the jewelry store.
Oh my goodness. He's over the moon about his truck.
I bet he is. It's really
We
pretty too.
did not end up with that one. I did not get that one. He ended up getting a F-350.
What was that one?
That was a F-250.
Oh, and he got the F-350. Okay, I got it.
Yes. Yes, he got a 350.
You know, a 250 is not big enough for a man. A man.
Yeah, so he ended up getting an F-350. So
yeah. Well, tell him my boys are the King Ranch guys.
yeah, he's beside himself on this truck. And as soon as he tomorrow when it's bright and sunny, I'm gonna take a picture and I'll show you.
Well, I didn't even tell you this, Tammy, but you know my 16-year-old had the accident on the way to school. Remember?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it was $6,000 worth of damage done to his truck.
Oh my God.
Not his fault, and thank goodness he was not hurt. So he gets it back. It took forever. It took for like a month for them to fix it. Over a month, and he gets it back. And last Friday night he was coming home, and he came in the door and he said, "You're not going to believe this." And I was like, my first thing was, "You got a ticket?" And he said, "No, I hit a deer." And God bless him. So, and he said, "But come look at the deer." He wanted me to go look at the deer. I said, "I really don't care about the deer." But, and thank goodness, because I debated whether or not to put that brush guard back on it. Thank goodness that brush guard was on there. It would have torn the front of that truck to pieces. So think about that. Make sure you get a brush guard. You got to have all the accessories.
It's got a big old brush guard on it, girl. Yeah. And it's 8 inches up off the ground. Karen, I'm going to have a step stool to get up in it.
You do. I can't get theirs are hard to get in, but I told him, see, I debated on whether or not to put that brush guard back on because it had to be repaired after the wreck.
Did I just say 8 inches? It's 8 feet off the ground.
Yeah, it's
8
probably
inches off the ground. 8 inches. I'm sorry, it is 8 inches. But I'm saying I got to get a step stool, and
he probably wants it. Ask him. He probably wants it lifted some more, doesn't he?
No, he's good with it. He really is. He's good with it.
A lot off. But the brush guard, and my daughter has a small vehicle, And that's what worries me, because we kind of live not out in the country, but they take the back roads sometimes. And I'm like, if that had been her car and she hit that deer, God, it would have
Yeah,
been
I'm just
bad.
gonna keep. I call my car the Blacksima, and I had it fully detailed and everything, and I'm gonna have it painted double black,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna keep it. So
Yeah. All right. Well, y'all have a good rest of Valentine's. What does this say? Hold on. Karen, did you get those texts?
all right, girl, I'm getting off of here. I'll talk to y'all
Okay.
later.
And I'm getting off too. Hey, Alley Cat, I can't read text while I'm on here. I'm not that savvy. I'd hang up on everybody. All right. Y'all have a good night. I don't even know half these things that are going on. I mean, I know that y'all have been on, I mean, there have been periscopes all night long, over and over. I was kind of like Judy the other night. I just had to turn mine off. So, but geez, they need to stop. The lies have got to stop. So, and I'm still waiting for NJ Turner to show some receipts where I was disbarred because she said it. Oh, and she also needs to play the video that I said I wanted video of her children, because that's not what I said. They're all liars. All right, y'all have a good night and have a safe weekend. Talk to y'all later. Bye.